welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be discussing everything that I use to start my candle business and how I started my candle business. But before I jump into today's video, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I post a video and you'll be updated about future uploads. And also subscribing helps me to see who's interested in like my candles and my content. So please be sure to like and subscribe, and also please check out my website. It'll be in the description box below, but please check out my website to buy any of these candles that you see, because I promise you they are great candles and you will love them. So please be sure to support and check out my site. So on to today's video. In today's video, I will be showing you all the items that I use or that I have been using to start my candle business. But a quick disclaimer, I am not an expert, so please take all of this advice and like tips with a grain of salt and do what works for your business. These work for my business right now, so these will be what I'll be using. So jumping into the candle portion of it, what I actually use to make the candles, I start off with my wax melter. I got this wax melter from Amazon. I like this wax melter because it allows me to melt larger amounts at a quicker time, and it also melts it pretty evenly as well. So I really like this, and once my business grows larger, I want to get a larger one, of course, but I'll probably stick to this brand because I really like this brand. I like the quality of it and it lasts pretty long, so I'll probably stick to this brand. It's called Soulight. Yeah, Soulight. So this is a pretty good brand. And also, if you see me looking at my laptop, I wrote down my notes of what I wanted to say to you all. So yeah. Next, I will be using, I'll be showing you like my mixing bowl. I use this to pretty much measure out my wax because this is still, my wax melter is still kind of small, so I need to pour my wax in increments, but this allows me to measure the amounts that I'm putting in rather than just eyeballing it and guessing. So I got this. I also got this from Amazon, I believe, but you can get it from like Walmart or just any store really. And I also got a thermometer to check the temperature of my wax once it's melted, because this will help you know when to put in your fragrance oil. So using this, you really need this one, honestly, because I believe I put my fragrance oil in between like 175 and 185. So using this helps me to gauge like when I should put it in. Also, I have my digital scale, and this helps me with measurements as well. You can get this from Amazon or just any site really. Candle Science, the Flaming Candle, any candle brand. But this will help you know how much wax you're pouring into the bowl, or like when you have the melted wax, it'll let you know how much to pour into a single candle, or how much fragrance oil to pour into your melted wax. That's what I pretty much use mine for. Another thing that I use for my brand are these wick holders. I got these off of Amazon. I had the metal wick holders as well, but I like these a lot more because they come with more holes in them, so you can place them in more areas. And I like the flexibility of it because it works just a little bit better. I like the metal wick holders as well, but I am slowly switching over to these. And I also got more bang for my buck because these came in a 100 pack for like $8. So it's a pretty good price. Also, something else that I use for like candles is my pourer. I use a a napkin on top of it just for when I'm pouring so it doesn't spill out. But this is something I use quite a bit, well, all the time actually, when I'm pouring my candles. So that's very helpful and important for when you're making your candles. Another thing about my wax melter as well. This allows me to melt wax quicker than using the double boiler method when I originally first started making candles. So this allows me to pour better because it also has like this twist knob on here. So you can measure the amount that you're pouring into the container. So it allows me more control, I would say. And I really, really like that. Having more control over what you're pouring, that allows you to gauge what you're pouring into your candle jars better. And another thing that I'm looking into is like a funnel cake pourer to pour my candle wax in. So I feel like that'll give me even better control than that combined. So I'm really looking forward to including that into my equipment. Also, what else? Another thing that I use is my heat gun. So I use this when my candles, I'm gonna use this. So sometimes when my candles have settled and the top of it has a few air bubbles or something like that, I will plug this up, go over the top to make sure that all my candles are even at the top so it can have a nice seamless look to it. So I really love this product. It allows me to have neater looking candles and smoother candles as well. Another item that I use for my candles are, of course, my candle wax, my fragrance oils, candle jars, candle wicks. I'll have pictures of that on screen, but all of those are necessities for starting your candle business. So I would suggest picking items that's in your price range to use to start off, and then as you gain customers, you can start upgrading your products, getting more labels, getting different style labels. But just start off by using what works for you. And a lot of times you can get small kits from like Amazon or the Flaming Candle or Candle Science. They have candle making kits. So if you're looking to start a business, I would say start there first and then progress to buying stuff separately off of sites like Amazon. So next, in this portion of the video, I will be showing you all the products that I use shipping wise and labeling wise for my candles. So here I have like my candle labels, and I use these of course to put it onto my candles. So if you're looking to start off with labels, you can use sites like Avery.com or sheetlabels.com or just any site like that, or even Office Depot or places like Staples. You can create a design on Canva or all those apps, and you can send it in and print it off, and you can have those to create and put on your candles as a type of branding as well. Another thing that I use is my label printer. I use this for shipping out products that are being mailed, of course. And I also have my thermal labels that go along with it. This will help you to print out your labels quickly from whatever site that you're using. I use Shopify, so I can just connect it to my shop and then print out the labels and attach it to my box. Another thing that I use to help with my business would be, of course, fragile stickers to place onto my boxes, so that when it's going through transit, people will try to be more mindful. I cannot control the companies, but hopefully they're being careful with their packages. And I also use this shipping scale to weigh my boxes to get correct measurements, to also type into my site as well. Of course you would need a tape gun for your boxes, and of course, since we're talking about boxes, you need actual boxes. So here I have one box. This is what I use for when people just order one single candle. I'll place in this box, place my candle into this box for security, place it in here. I'll place it in here and then place the shipping label maybe on the side or on the top of the box. And if people order multiple candles, I'll place it in a bigger box, of course. And I also pair this with a lot of bubble wrap, so your orders are not just being thrown into a box, they're at least being secured and safe during the transit time. And other items that I also use that will help my business, I also use my printer is over there, and just many other items. Like I have all my boxes, all my containers, my gift bags for when I hand it out to delivery customers, or whenever I do like festivals and pop-up shops, I have my bags. So that's pretty much what I use shipping wise for shipping off my candles and that area of my business as well. In this portion of the video, I'm going to show you what I use to market and brand my business. So I use Shopify as my website provider. So here is where you can just customize your theme. So I go to my template, and I have, of course, this screen that pops up for everyone that's just coming to my site. I want them to sign up to receive emails, to, of course, get notified for anytime I have promotions or sales going on my site. And it also allows you the opportunity, it also allows you the opportunity to edit the pictures or like the text that you have on there. You can edit your announcements at the top. This particular theme that I'm using is called Whisper. It's one of the free themes that they have on their site, but they have plenty of others that you can use. And this is where you can see some of my candle products. It only showcases 4 at the bottom, but if you press the products, it'll show you all. I want to say 5, well 6. And on here, this is an app that I use because on Shopify you can connect your social media apps to your website as well. So here you can see all the posts that I have made on Instagram as of lately. These 3 are my pinned posts, and these 2 at the end are just posts that I have made recently. So you can do a lot of things with your Shopify website, and that'll help take your brand to the next level, honestly. And here's how my site looks when it's all put together as if a customer was looking at it. So here's what I was saying. If you press new products, it would take you to the screen where you can see all of my products in one place. And I highly suggest you all check out my website to purchase your candles as well, because I would really love for you all to try out my candles too. And please just leave comments of like different scents that you all would like to see me make as well. But if you click on like a candle on my site, it'll give you the option to see reviews. Like you can do all of the apps that Shopify offers, you can just use it to customize your site. And at the bottom, it'll just recommend you more products. Another app that I use is something where you can become a member and get points for every time you make a purchase on my website. So using Shopify is pretty easy. I'm not tech savvy, but it was pretty easy to just take great product photos and upload them to the website, and it's pretty easy to use. So thank you all for watching my video. If you made it this far into the video, please comment a strawberry emoji in the comments down below. But please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can see future uploads that I do. And also please check out my website to purchase any of my candles that you may have liked, or any of them that are catching your eye. You can sign up to get 10% off your first order, and I would love for you all to become part of the Blue Room family. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.